Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, welcome once again to what is this, the 16th episode? Is that what that said? Yeah, the 16th episode of the Old Humble Distilling Company Game Time. We are playing Conflict of Nations. I am in the position of Texas for this particular game, and it has now been 24 hours since I was last on, since our last stream, which is recorded in delay, broadcast out. Here we are. We're loading up the screen now to see where things stand. It has been a bunch of incremental change over the last couple of days. I'm the Old Humble guy, spokesperson and owner of the Old Humble Distilling Company. We make fine, delicious whiskey. It is the evening time, and I am having a glass of Boomtown bourbon. Okay, so now the screen is up. I'm going to go to small vision. Let's see what the hell's going on. Okay, so when I last popped in, the war had gotten really hot over on the eastern coast. When Georgia attacked me, we've been kind of I expanded the border down here to one province, one county south of the Rio Grande, and over here in the west, Colorado and Chihuahua and Arizona have been being just straight up nuisances. I mean, my boy over here in California has been fighting against Arizona, and Arizona apparently has enough units that he's just kind of scattering out like cockroaches. You hit one and they kind of scatter out all over the place. I'm going to go from small. Well, no, we'll stay on small screen for a minute, and then I'll go full screen with the game. So they've been kind of a nuisance. I haven't spent any gold in this particular game. I have another game that we're spending gold heavily because we're in a gold heavy match, and that's fun. But we're still probably going to get our butts kicked all over the dadgum map in that particular game. But that's a different game. So here we've got Arizona, who has been just being a nuisance over here. He's scattered out his units. He's got a bunch of recon units just kind of floating around. He'll be taken care of shortly. But he's pushed into this territory, and I've had to push him back out. They pushed into this territory. I had to push him back out. Chihuahua came and took this one. I'm trying to get a chance to focus up here on Colorado, but these guys keep just picking off one region, and then I got to go take it back, and then they pick off another one, and I got to go take it back. I'm not going to worry too much about it. He's been neutralized over here, if I recall, but I am going to send this single infantry unit over into that region right now and let him deal with that. I have this armor column here, which is anti-aircraft, artillery, and 3 tanks. I don't have any infantry. Actually, that's probably why I was sending that infantry up from El Paso. So yeah, he can stay in Albuquerque. He can stay in Albuquerque. I need him there. He's got a tank column over here. Looks like an armored fighting vehicle. I don't think that's a main. Yeah, it's an armored fighting vehicle. I am teching up. Where am I teching up to? We'll go over into the eastern arena real soon. I am getting some strike forces. I've got my armored fighting vehicle, and the next stop is going to be the main battle tank. And we're in this weird kind of mid-game mode. We're not quite at end game yet. We're in this weird mid-game mode where even the strongest powers don't have the and right now I'm in first place. And we're in a tripartite alliance here with Virginia, California, and Texas. I don't have enough resources yet to just build up a big stack of stuff and just roll over. My tech isn't. I haven't eclipsed them significantly in tech. And what tech I do have, I don't have the resources to just build with reckless abandon yet. We've had 165 game events in the last 48 hours. New Orleans, I lost to the Rogue State just recently. Dadgum, that sucks. Georgia went into the province of Auburn. We'll go check that out in a second. Mostly it's armored division coming in contact with another unit. That's my artillery bombarding positions on the map. So up here, I've taken care of Kansas. Kansas is almost defeated. They have a handful of regions left. Wichita has been lost. I am moving up into Topeka um, to take care of those guys. Myself a little drink right here. Jefferson City was lost to the Rogue State. The Rogue State took the next region down below that of Wheatland. Um, but this armored column is going to roll up into Topeka, and I am building up a little armored column right here to start pushing back against Iowa. These guys will merge together probably at some point and take the Central Plains, take control of the Central Plains. I'm going to gobble up um, all these cities here. That's going to be nice. This is a bunch of land. It's a bunch of useless land mostly. Colorado is valuable. Illinois is valuable. Iowa is valuable. That's where all the cities are. Yummy, juicy cities. But that's probably the tactical error that I made early in the game. I decided to just go up here and gobble up as much land as I could. That gave me a bunch of victory points, but didn't give me a bunch of resources. And then holding that land instead of taking each state individually, I just tried to take it as a group on this side of the river and then switch over to that side of the river. And it just didn't work. It just didn't work. I didn't put enough units into doing it. And that was kind of dumb. So Illinois got into the game. Iowa got into the game. Kansas decided to be a little bit tougher than I hoped they would be. And then it just became a mess. So that was my tactical error. Now I'm bogged down in all these little wars over here. And then the whole damn map got uppity and decided to attack me, or at least declare war against me. So at one point, I think I had 15. We still have Cuba. Cuba is at war. All of the Mexican states, Mexico, Nuevo Leon, Chihuahua. At least they're finally fighting down there in the south. Good. I don't have to mess with them. Colorado, Arizona, Iowa, Illinois, the Dakotas, of course, because I attacked them. I think Saskatchewan at one point was at war with me. I can't remember. I don't know if the Canadian states decided to go to war with me, but at one point I think there was 15. 15 total that were at war with me. And then Georgia and Florida decided to attack. Actually, Georgia decided to actually attack. Florida just decided to declare war. But that's no problem. So now I'm focused on Georgia. I'm just going to push my way to the coast. Next stop here is Atlanta. I'm going to take their capital down. This infantry unit is moving to Montgomery. Montgomery was cleared out. Actually, I can move this guy up. Since Pensacola is secured, I need to go take New Orleans back at some point. But that's fine. I can have those. I can have those infantry units working. I can come back and take New Orleans as long as New Orleans doesn't become a nuisance. It's rogue state. As long as they don't become a nuisance and just start taking provinces, they stay contained there. That'll be fine. But I'll be able to get some. I'll be able to get some units on them shortly. We're still tight on resources. I want to get my supplies up to 1800. I want to be patient because my next tech I want to do is the Abrams tank. So I'm patiently waiting on my supplies to get up to 1800. And then as we are going north here, we were bombarding Columbus. Who am I attacking here? He's attacking the 1st Armored Division. They have 2 different armored divisions here. That's the 16th Recon Battalion. That's the 1st Recon Battalion. And I am attacking the 1st. I'm attacking one of these guys. So either way, this guy's going to try and slip around me here to this region. Apparently, Georgia still has plenty of resources because they're still pumping out units. Eventually, this recon unit is going to get destroyed. They both only got 11 hit points, but eventually this one's going to get destroyed, and the city will be undefended as we move to Atlanta. My goal is Atlanta. I have my artillery on. I have my artillery on aggressive, so they fight anything they see. So they're going to take out this recon unit and that recon unit, both leaving the city undefended. So one of these infantry units will be able to take Columbus. this armor column will end up in Atlanta, and that'll be fine. And then we will just kind of clean out the other counties through Atlanta or through the Georgia, and maybe push down into Florida as well, because you know, uh, uh, Georgia declared war for no good reason. Just decided to attack me, so I'm going to respond in kind. There you go. Um, where, oops, I need to push buttons on my keyboard. There we go. We're going to go into full screen mode real quick. Now, next thing that we're going to do here as we progress down the road on the game, I kind of need to occupy another 15 minutes or so that we can get this research started. So we're at 18 here, researching jets. So what's going to happen at some point in the very near future, I'll be able to have a significant enough tech and significant enough resources that I'll be able to build my columns up and then really just impose my will. I'll be able to build one good stack, one good column, and then just be able to roll through. And then behind that column, I'll be able to bring in infantry and take the cities as we move through and clear them out. Clear out the enemy's resources, clear out the enemy's cities, and be able to take those towns and take those resources. And that's when we move into end game mode. Right now, we're still in the mid game mode. Our coalition is at 460. I'm sorry, 745. We need 2550. So we're not quite, or really close to, a third of where we need to be. The only other coalition that was on the map was the BC and Yucatan coalition, and that seems to have fallen apart when Yucatan went inactive. Our coalition, our little three-part coalition, has stayed active throughout most of this game. Thankfully, California went inactive for just a brief period, but they're back. But once I'm able to get that column together. Maybe put a tank commander in front of the column. Then that's when you get the air power on your side. You get all the pieces in place. You get the air power on your side. You get the one main column and a couple of minor columns off to the side, and then you can really just start pushing down and impose a real march to the sea type of thing. And the last time I did this, my column, my main stack had it was half armor and a couple of artillery. This time, what I think I'm going to do is half artillery and a handful of tanks, and one infantry, a couple of tanks, a lot of artillery, because that artillery will make short work of anything that it comes across, and that's what I'm looking for. That way, we can stay mobile and keep moving, and I don't have a tank just sitting there while the artillery bombards the enemy position. So that's where we're looking at right now. I've still got 13 more supplies to generate. It's generating 200 an hour. 200 an hour. 200 and what is this? 211 divided by 60 minutes is 3.5 per minute. And I've got 11. So I need 11 divided by 3.5. That means I need to keep talking for another 3.14 minutes. I need to talk for pi to simply get this done. So, hey, I can tell you, if you've made it this far into the show, where are we at? We're about 14 minutes into the show. So let me tell you about what we do on Thursday nights. On Thursday nights, we do our live Old Humble Distilling Company podcast. It is our happy hour podcast. We do it at 9 p.m. live on this show or on this channel here. So you can come in. This week, we're giving away a free bottle. Next week, we'll do something else. I think we've got a musical performer next week. When you get this show should be coming out Thursday morning. So if you're seeing this, you'll have enough time to plan for the show. Hit subscribe. Where is it at? Hit subscribe. It's over here. It's way down there in the bottom corner. Go hit subscribe down there in the bottom corner. Hit that notification bell. That way you'll be reminded every time we have live shows. We do, when we transition into live shows from the distillery, in a few months, we are going to be doing a lot of stuff from the distillery, from the shop directly. And we will have musical guests, live guests, talk show, kind of a talk show format where we do a cocktail, we do the music, we have a little interview, and then we go back and finish the music. And it's going to be a fun show. That'll be later on in the summer after we transition out of the quarantine happy hour and into the Old Humble actual happy hour from the distillery. And that's going to be a good time. So you're going to want to tune into that. So yeah, while you're here, while I have you, go ahead and leave a comment. Hit the thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. That way, you won't miss a beat. You'll be fully informed of everything that's going on in the distillery. When we do our updates, we'll be able to do our live updates. When we hit 500 subscribers on the channel, I'm going to go spend the night in a haunted cemetery here in Humble, Texas. And when we hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel, I'm going to go fight a kangaroo. I'm not sure I'll be able to actually get away with the kangaroo fight, but damn it, I'm going to try. I'm going to go fight a kangaroo just because, they're always sitting there in their little fedoras and their little vests, smoking their cigarettes, wearing their damn sunglasses. They just look so smug. And someone needs to put them in their place. And I'm going to fight a kangaroo for the entire human race, so that we can reassert our dominance there on the animal food chain and just the coolness food chain. The coolness pyramid of animals in the animal kingdom. We should be at the top of that pyramid as well. These damn kangaroos, they just don't know how cool we are. They think they're the shit, and they're not. They're just kangaroos. We're at 1800. We're there. We just hit the mark. I will now research the M1 Abrams, and that is the last thing that I wanted to get done. So we are marching to Atlanta over here on the coast. I need to double check my build queue and make sure I've got everything, resources. Oh, I'd have nothing in reserve here. I need to make sure I've got, I need to make sure that I've got airports. I'm going to put in a whole mess. I have 2 airports there. These 3, San Antonio through Houston. Houston, by the way, in real life has I think one of the top 5 busiest airports in the country, the Houston Intercontinental Airport. It is actually not far from my home. We also need to start annexing cities. It's going to be probably another 48 hours or so before I pop back on. So what we're going to do is go Oklahoma City through Baton Rouge and annex the crap out of these guys. While I got them here, we'll go ahead and annex. Why can't I annex these cities? What is going on here? Have I already put in the annex order for one of these cities? No, Baton Rouge is already annexed. That's why. Why don't they have an army base? Finish repairing the army base. Thank you. That way we can build stuff. Repair. Thank you. And arms industry. Oh, that's a level 3 arms industry. We're not quite there yet. We're not quite there. That is part of the movement towards endgame when I start upgrading all the resource tiles there. So we're gonna have. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I do. I want to annex Reynosa and Oklahoma City. Go ahead and annex them both. It's going to be a while before all of this stuff comes together, because I mean, 3,000. Well, yeah, I'll producing 60 an hour. That takes a long time to produce that stuff. Okay, Dallas, El Paso. Let's get all of these guys annexed up. Get it done. And I'm very, very likely going to go through here and unannex a lot, undo these orders to annex these cities as we over the next 48 hours, because I do have priorities I am going to need more units. I am going to need more resources. I am going to need a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to want to bring a couple of tanks out. I'm going to want to do a lot of things while I'm rather than wait on these cities to be annexed. Uh, so I can guarantee over the next 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours, while I let this run, while I let the machine do what the machine does, I'm going to go in and very likely change some of those build orders and tweak a few of the. See, every time I come on here, there's maybe a couple of things to do. There's not a lot that needs to get done. Not enough for a whole video. So I'll pop in and I'll change a build order, or uh, I'll change a movement order or something. But it's just 5 minutes, 10 minutes in, then I'm out, and we're done. So uh, over the next 24 to 48 hours, there's a very real likelihood that I'll pop in just for a couple minutes, cancel some of those orders in the build queue. I do want to have the supplies production first and foremost, because those supplies are always, I mean, you can see they're always short. But going into production and in game, there's a lot of units that only require components and do not require supplies. Uh, so there's going to be that as well, and then we'll just see where the map takes us from there and carry it on as we move forward. So, folks, that is the end of this particular stream. I'm going to make the map a little bit smaller. There we are as we stretch across to the great wide Atlantic Ocean, and we will soon be moving our way north up into the Great Plains. Until the next time, I am and will continue to be the Old Humble Guy. Cheers, be awesome, drink humble. Good night.